Towards the final stages of the Beatles' career, it became evident that John Lennon, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr were no longer in harmony. Despite their differences, they all shared a strong dislike for Paul McCartney's song, Maxwell's Silver Hammer. Written by Paul for their last 1969 album, Abbey Road, the song was intended to be a quirky, music hall-inspired track, but it ended up symbolizing the growing tensions within the band. The song, an upbeat ballad with dark lyrics about a student who kills people with a hammer, failed to resonate with the other band members. For everyone except Paul, it nearly broke the group's collective spirit. Ringo later described the recording session for the song as the worst they ever had. By this time, the band's internal dynamics were strained. John had become more distant. George brought strong contributions like Here Comes the Sun and Something, and Ringo was reportedly worn out. Amidst this turmoil, Paul resurrected Maxwell's Silver Hammer, a song he had originally written during the White Album sessions. Although Paul found the song exciting, the others were not as enthusiastic. John Lennon, reflecting on the track years later, confessed his disdain for it, recalling how Paul insisted on recording it over and over. He mentioned how Paul tried to turn it into a single, which John felt was impossible. The recording sessions became a source of frustration for the band, with Paul putting a lot of effort into adding elaborate touches like guitar licks and iron pieces, causing the session to stretch on longer than any other. Both John and George felt that the hours spent on the song could have been better used on other material. George, in particular, voiced his displeasure with the session, describing the song as fruity and expressing frustration with Paul's insistence on pursuing his ideas. Despite the tensions, Paul later acknowledged that the recording process for Maxwell's Silver Hammer caused some frustration among the band members. However, he defended the track, recalling it as one of his proudest moments in terms of production and describing it as a highlight of the period for him. He also took pride in having introduced the concept of pataphysics to the charts, enjoying the surreal aspects of the song.